Hey guys, so I'm so excited because me and Tom just got home from what I would believe to be the best thrift store haul ever. You guys are not going to believe this. It is unbelievable. But what happened was we went into one of our local charity shops, and when we went in, Tom noticed that there was a cabinet, and inside the cabinet there were 5 Monster High dolls. Now, I don't know if you know or not, but I am a huge Monster High fan. I absolutely love Monster High, but I only really started collecting a few months ago. It's just something I suddenly got into, and since then I've been looking at buying the dolls every day, trying to find out a way to buy them because they can be quite expensive. But this story is just unbelievable because what happened was, in this cabinet there were 5 dolls that I had really been looking for. One of them I'm going to show you, of course, in this video. But as we were looking at them, I said to Tom, oh, I'm definitely going to get these because they were priced at around £1.50 each, which of course is really cheap for a thrift store doll. And what happened was, a member of staff came over and he told us that if we liked these dolls, there are actually 60 more upstairs in the storeroom. They just hadn't had a chance to actually come and take them out and put them on the shop floor. Now, of course, when I heard this, I got really excited because I've been looking at these dolls all week, obsessing over which ones I wanted to order online, and even then I would hardly be able to buy any because they are expensive and I don't have much money. But then when we were looking at them, I found that I was going to buy quite a few because I was just so excited, that what kind of happened was I ended up buying them all. Now, obviously, that might seem to some people a little bit crazy, and it probably is. But my birthday was last month and I had some extra money and I thought, why not? I know I love these dolls. I've been wanting to collect them for a while and I knew that I could use them on the channel too. So guys, what I'm going to do now is going to take them all out for you, show you them, tell you some of their names, the ones that I know, and I'm going to show you exactly what came with them. And there are a few rares in here, so I'm super excited to show you them. So let's get into it. So obviously what we've got here is a big bag full that you can see, and of course another canvas bag full. So these were a bit of a nightmare to carry home, but of course I was so excited I just did not mind at all. So I'm just going to start with this little guy here. I don't know if you guys know this guy. He is called Salomo, and I believe that he is Ghoulia's boyfriend. Now, Ghoulia is one of the main zombie characters in the series, so he is a zombie guy. Now, you will notice that some of these, obviously because they're thrifted, they might not be in the best condition. A lot of them are in really good condition though, but some of them, their hair's a little bit messed up. Some of them have limbs missing, but I am actually going to custom a couple of them as well, and I'll probably make videos of them on the channel if they turn out really well. So that is our first one. That is a Salomo. Now, I don't know where I'm going to be putting these dolls during the video, as there's so many. I'll probably just have to move the bags as I go. Next, I'm going to show you this one because I love this one. I had been wanting to get her already. Her name, oh, my shoe's falling off, is Scara Screams, or Scara Screams, and she's got telekinesis, so she reads minds. Her eyes are so cool. I've never seen another doll like this. I don't know if a lot of little girls actually find this one creepy or not, but I actually think it's really cool. So I'm going to pop her down there beside Salomo. Right, so next I'm just going to start pulling them all out. This one I think is Howleen. I think it is Claudeen's little sister, and she's really cute. She doesn't really have anything fancy about her except for the fact that she is a werewolf like Claudeen. Next, we have Venus McFlyTrap. Now, Venus McFlyTrap is really cool. She is like an eco monster. So she always calls herself like eco punk because she's always out there to protect the plants and the environment. As you can see, she's got like vines on her. She's actually got a really cool pet because a lot of the Monster High actually have pets. But this one I've actually ordered, I'm waiting on in the mail, but it's called Julian, and he's a little plant with really goofy teeth, so he's kind of like a Venus flytrap, which of course goes with Venus McFlyTrap. So she's really cool. I had been wanting her for a while as well. Next, we have Toralei. Now, Toralei is a really cool little kitty, but she's actually a little bit evil in the show. She's usually the one who's up to no good and getting them all in trouble. But yeah, she looks really cool like this. I love the little markings on her, kind of like tiger stripes. I think actually she's meant to be daughter of a werecat. But yeah, she's really cool. There's quite a few cats in this bundle as well. Now, I'm just going to move this bag along so we can just get more of them out. Now, this one is so cool. This actually has 2 heads. So, I don't know, like, when I was young, you could never get a doll with 2 heads. I would never, ever see Barbie or Cindy do a doll like this. That's why I think it's so cool. I think it's called Perry and Serpentine. But they're from the Great Scary Reef movie. And what's quite funny is in the film, one of them is nice and one of them's a little bit evil. So they're always arguing with each other. But yeah, she's really cool. Her fins actually glow in the dark. And she is actually supposed to stand on her own, but I'm not going to be able to figure that out right now. But yeah, she's super cool. Next is Skelita. Skelita's really cool. She's obviously like daughter of a skeleton or something like that. She comes with this little handbag. She's always got sort of Mexican theme, Day of the Dead theme, which is really cool. That's one thing that people love about Monster High dolls, the fact that they do actually celebrate lots of different cultures in the world. So she's really cute. She's got gorgeous little shoes that are kind of like the Mexican wrestling masks. And of course her sunglasses. And the little flower crown. She is so awesome. Now, I know that she is actually kind of rare. The skeleton ones aren't always so easy to get. So, I looked her up and I actually think she might be one of the rarest that I have. So, she is so cool. Pop her there. Next, we have Spectra 13 Wishes. They're actually already picked up the DJ set for cheap, so that's really cool. It's going to be really good to have her, but I actually think the DJ set is going to be great for some of our Beanie Biscuits. So there she is, and she's daughter of a ghost. She actually runs something called, I think it's the Ghostly Gossip in Monster High, where it's like a magazine or newspaper, but it's online, it's kind of like the news, and she always tells all the stories about Monster High, so she's really cool. Pop her down there. She actually has sort of see-through legs. Again, they all have different features, which makes them really cool, and that's why I love them. Now this one, someone's glasses have fallen off. This is Elizabeth, and she is a movie star in Monster High. I think she's daughter of the vampires as well, or daughter of the bats. So you can usually tell with those ones because they have these little twin, I always call them snagglers. They're like fangs, aren't they, or snaggle teeth. But me and Tom always call them twin snagglers because we just think it's really cute. But yeah, she's really cool. She's probably the most goth or maybe punk out of them all. She's got quite a cute little gothic outfit. But yeah, she's really cool. In fact, she's probably exactly the type of girl that I would have wanted to look like in high school. So there you go. Now next is Claudia, I believe. And Claudia is another sister of Howleen and Claudine. And this is the Frights Camera Action one. So again, she comes with Alicia Bat because she is involved in script writing. And of course, Elizabeth is a movie star. So she's pretty cool. I like her socks. Again, guys, I don't know where I'm going to pop all these because there's just not space on our set. But I'll just pop them down and see what I can do. Now, there is our Frankie Stein. And Frankie Stein, of course, is daughter of Frankenstein, which is like Frankenstein's monster. Now, she is just so cool. She's got all these little bolts on her. She's always got a bolt on her neck. Always got these little marks. This, I think, is actually from, they call it Coffin Bean. And what's cool about these is a lot of them actually came with their accessories. I got a box here, quite a few boxes actually, full of accessories, which has got the receipts in it. But these ones have got the spider's clothes, although obviously I've not got the spider in this, as you will see, but I will hope to get the spider soon because the spider is really cool. So they did sell some of them, but I managed to get most of them. That's the good news. But yeah, she actually comes with a little a little coffee cup kind of like the ones you get at Starbucks. So yeah, she's really cool. Covered in the electricity bolt type thing. That is her style. I'm going to pop her there. Next is Gigi Grant. Now Gigi Grant is really cool because she is like a genie. And she has all these little marks on her. I think that's like a little scorpion tattoo, something like that. But she's got these little genie shoes. She is really cool. And she's one of the ones that I actually saw online before, but didn't really have my heart set on. I thought she was cool, but I wasn't really wanting her as one of my first favourites. She has really long fingernails too. She's really cool. But yeah, seeing them in person, I really did want her. That's the thing. That's why now when you have to buy things online, it's sad because you just can't see things the way you would in a shop. But yeah, she is cool. So next, oh actually I'll go for this one. This one is from their Freaky Fusions range, and she is kind of half horse, half, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be half harpy, half centaur or something like that. As you can see, she's got a couple of marks on her face, but hopefully I'm going to figure a way of getting those off. If, oh, her wings fell off. But if any of you do know a way of removing these marks, please, please, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, she's really cool. She's kind of gimmicky, I suppose, but I really like her. Again, it's the fact that you just can't get another doll like this. Like, I just can't see Barbie or Cindy making this type of doll. So it just makes her really cool. And of course, I love her little top hat. And the colour of her hair is awesome. Now next is, I think she's called Amanita Nightshade, or Amanita Amanita Nightshade, I think she's called. She actually comes out of a big flower that blooms every, I think it's 1,500 years or something like that. She's in one of the webisodes of Monster High, but she's really cool. The funny thing about her in the series is she's got a really funny voice. Tom can do a really good impression of it, but I can't. But yeah, she's got these really cool little vines on her feet. I don't know if you can see that. And she's got gorgeous hair. So yeah, she is a really, really cool doll. Right, next up, oh, she has lost an earring, or wow, her earring is fallen out. That's a problem with these dolls as well. They've all got so many small little pieces. It's very difficult to not lose them, as I've discovered over the last couple of days. But yeah, this is a Clawdeen Wolf. Again, daughter of the werewolves. And she's one of the original gang with Frankie Stein, Draculaura, and Lagoona Blue and some of the others. But yeah, again, she's got the really cute little fangs. Really cool hair. And just a really cool, funky sort of gothic look. Next, I'm not actually sure of this one's name. I did look her up, but I can't remember it now. I think it might be Gilda. But she came, she actually you can't buy her on her own, so she comes as part of a pack called Student Disembodiment. And I think that Screams was also in that pack, and Salomo. So some of them were in a pack together, but I'm not sure right now which ones were. But yeah, she's kind of cool. She's got interesting hair. She's not one that I would have bought online because she's just not quite my kind of thing compared to some of the others. But she, of course, is a cool addition to the collection. So I'll pop her down there. Right, so next, let's see who we've got. Ah, yes, this is the Lagoona Blue that came with Student Disembodiment Council. And she is really cool. Lagoona Blue is, I think she's daughter of a sea monster, or daughter of a fish or something like that. Obviously, you guys, I'm still learning. I'm still new to Monster High, so I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. But as I grow my collection, I'll start to know them better. But yeah, she came with this little flag. Now the thing about Lagoona Blue is she always often has these little fins on her. On her arms, on her hands, she's got these web sort of fingers. But on her legs, she often has leg fins. And sadly, the leg fins were and are missing on this doll. So there you go. That's what you get when you thrift. But it's easy to replace them. You can buy more online. So I'll pop her down. Now we're making our way through this bag, but there's still another gigantic bag to go through. But this again is Howleen, so Claudine's sister. I'll just start going through them a little bit faster so that Obviously this video isn't going to be 2 hours long. Here, now this one's really cool. This is Rebecca Steam. Rebecca Steam is a daughter of a mad scientist. She has the coolest boots that I think I've ever seen on a doll ever. And these really cool little cogs at the back of her legs. And these goggles are hers. There we go. I'm just going to move this bag out of the way so that we have more space. Right, so next we have Jennifer. Jennifer is daughter of a Chinese dragon, I believe. And she has, again, the coolest shoes. Oh, one of them's actually fallen off. That you would ever see on a doll. These have like little, I don't know if you can see them. Because it takes a minute to focus. These little Chinese dragons on the back. And they are just so cool. So I'll pop her down as well. Now this is Cleo De Nile. And Cleo De Nile is one of the original ghouls, again with Lagoona Blue, Clawdeen Wolf, and Draculaura and Frankie Stein. And she, I think she's daughter of a mummy, because she's Egyptian style. And again, here is another Cleo. Now these ones I'm going to have to sort out their hair because it's all bushy. But again, that's what you get when you thrift. This is another Frankie Stein, but this time her hair is blue. And this one's actually come with a different dress because she didn't have any of her accessories or clothes with her. Now this Frankie Stein is looking a little bit worse for wear, but I am actually going to make her into a custom. She's going to be my first custom project. So guys, if it turns out well, I will show you in a future video. Right, now finally, that is the last one out of that bag, and it is Clawdeen Wolf. And she comes with a little VIP pass, so she's supposed to be at a music festival. So as you can see, that's just at the bottom of our first bag. Now, the next one, we have daughter of Bigfoot. And yes, she does have really big feet. However, she is really cool. Now, I don't know her name, I can't remember it, but she is a really cool monster high. I really like her skin colour, I really like her hair, and of course the gimmick that she has really big feet is really cool. And next we have Viking Gorgon, and she is actually Alicia Bat's makeup artist. So yeah, she's really cool. She's got kind of hippie sort of style going on to her. But she actually has a really cool textured skin and snakes coming throughout her hair. But again, I'm going to have to just do this one up a little bit. She's actually one of the doubles, so I might custom her. Now next, this one's really funny. We have Nathan Rott. And he is a freaky fusion of a unicorn with a zombie. So yeah, he's quite an interesting doll. He actually has a tail at the back too. Now obviously there's a lot more female characters than male characters. Here we have Claude Venus, and she's freaky fusions of Claudine, the daughter of the werewolf, with Venus McFlyTrap. As you can see, she's got those teeth, those really cool teeth that Venus also has, and she has a really cool style. Again, this is a doll that I might not have bought if I'd seen online, but in person she's really cool. I love her colours, and she's got really cool textures to it as well. Right, and next we have another double of Elizabeth, and this one again I'm probably going to custom, because custom looks really fun and something that I might want to get into doing. Again, it did come with a few brushes actually, this haul as well. Again, there's another Clawdeen Wolf, and she needs sorting out. She's a bit of a mess. So what I'm going to do is that whole trick where you sort out their hair, you sort of leave it in fabric conditioner, and that just helps it, makes it softer again. So there we go. There's another double. Now this one is super cool. She is huge. She is called Gallipy Jellington, and as you can see, she's much bigger than the other monster highs, and her gimmick is, well, she's daughter of unknown. They don't actually know who she's meant to be the daughter of, but her skin is all like gloopy and like sort of melting. And that sounds really creepy, but it's really cool. I love her dress. She is from the Freak de Chic, which is like the circus one, sort of freak show style. And look at her shoes, they're so cool. They're like a carousel, but they're like a skeleton horse or dinosaur or something like that. She is so cool. And the funny thing about this doll is She actually was Tom's favourite out of all these, and he actually decided that he wanted to get her too and keep her in the box because she looks so cool. So there you go. We both love her. Now, next is really cool and really different. This one actually came in a wheelchair, and he's called Finnegan Wake. Now, Finnegan Wake, he's a very muscly guy. He's actually like son of a mermaid, or a newt, I think it is. And he comes with his little goggles. He's got this really cool mohawk and this little bag. And I just think that's so cool. There's no other doll like that you can get. So he's a really cool addition to the collection. So next up, we have Claudia Wolf, which again is Claudeen's sister. Pop her down there. Now this one's really cool. This is a Freaky Fusions again, and this is a cross between Lagoona Blue and Ginnifer. So this is called Lagoona Fire. And of course the Chinese dragon, she's got that tail. She's got that really cool texture on her skin, and she's got gold fins this time. So yeah, she's really cool as well. Next up is probably one of my favorites out of them all. And this one, I don't know where her hairband's gone, but this one is Sweet Screams Ghoulia Yelps. And she did actually come with all of her pieces, which is so cool because she's not one of the easier ones to get, but she is definitely one of my favorites. She is styled on sweets. So she has a little gummy bear bag, all this glue, all these, she's kind of like based on gummies, or I don't know what you call them in America. Do you call them gummy worms? But that's what she's based on, because she's got these really cool shoes. So as you can see, she's got a little trademark glasses too. But yeah, she is just a gorgeous doll. Next up is one of my favourite characters out of Monster High, and her name is Abbey Bominable. And she is daughter of a Yeti. So she's kind of like this very cold creature who lives up in the snow, and she comes to live at Monster High, and she's just very blunt with everyone. She's very funny, but I think she's meant to be from the Himalayas. But as you can see, she's got these really cool little teeth again, which actually come up from the bottom lip this time. So she's got little fangs from the bottom lip, and this is her in her Skulltimate roller look. So this is her rollerblading style, and sadly she is missing one of her little knee pads or knee protectors. But the cool thing about Abbie is, number one, she has these really long, thick fingers, which are really cool and monster-like. And number two, she actually, I don't know if you can see it, let's see if it can focus, but she has really cool glittery skin, which is just really cool for a doll, because again, you don't really get, there we go, focus, you don't really get many dolls like that. So she's a really beautiful doll to look at. Next up is LED, and she is like a robot, and she has got a really cool body. Again, it's all very robot-like, as you can see. It's kind of like a circuit board. It's got all these little machine type markings. I know it's hard to focus, but maybe you can see, there you go. She's got her on button on her forehead. It's just really cool. She's a really cool doll. And she, of course, was actually one that I was really wanting to get online. Now this one is quite a rare one actually to get. So guys, if you ever see this one and you don't know anything about Monster High, she is definitely one worth picking up in a thrift store, even if it's just to sell in the future. She is Catty Noir. Catty Noir is a pop star in Monster High, and she's just really cool. She's a black cat, which is really interesting, and she's got this really beautiful bright pink hair. So that is, again, another really cool doll. Next, another one of my favourite characters, it is Catrine Demew. Now Catrine Demew is French, I think, and she's just like a little white cat, and I think she is again daughter of the werecats. But she's got this really cute little beauty mark, which is great. Like Monster High just puts so much detail into everything they do, which of course as an adult collector, it just really just makes them a great thing to have and collect. There you go, I love her hair. Right, next is one that was in the cabinet and I was going to buy next. She's actually probably, again, one of my top favourites. She is Vandella Doubloons, and she is daughter of a pirate, I think, or a sea captain. She has this really cool bag that's like a shipwrecked sort of anchor. And she has a peg leg, which is just the coolest thing ever. So if you ever wanted to pick up a pirate doll, this is the one you'd want to go for. I don't even know if you can get any different ones. But yeah, she has this amazing hat. She's like a ghost, so I love the fact that her skin's almost designed to be see-through, and she's just got the coolest hair ever. Definitely one of my top favourite, probably top 5 Monster High dolls that I've ever seen. Next up, we have Tom's favourite Monster High character, which I have already shown one of, but this is a sports version of it. Oh, her leg thing has come off, but it is in the bag somewhere. She is Toralei, and again, Toralei is daughter of the Werecats, and again, one of the sort of villainous characters in Monster High. Now, if you want to know a bit what she's like, if you've seen our videos, you will know of Sherbet and Minnie Darla, probably 2 of our top Beady Boo characters, and she's kind of like a cross between them. So if you like that sort of really bad girl image and style, that is the type of thing that she does well. Now next, just so happen to be her 2 little mates. So this one has black hair, and it's got a really cool little stripe bit in her hair, which I remember quite a lot of people having a few years ago. And it's got a really cool bag that's like a ball of string, and these awesome boots. And that is one of our little pals, and the other one is here. Let's get her. Here she is. They're like twins. She's just the same, but kind of the opposite at the same time. So she's got the blonde hair and she's got the black hair. And to be honest, this is probably the hair of any Monster High doll that I would want to have, like closest to my own hair. It's a colour that I have anyway, I hope. But yeah, they're really cool. I love their shoes, and they're just so funny in the series because they're so mischievous. They don't really say anything. They just follow Toralei, the bad girl, around and just giggle behind her and like help her with all her mean plans. Next is our first Draculaura. Now, Draculaura is probably the one of the most popular characters, but she is daughter of a vampire, and she has the coolest little fangs, and she always has this little red heart on her cheek, which is just so cute. And this one, she's dressed a bit more grown up, but usually she's dressed very cutesy and very sweet. And she's actually daughter of Dracula. And I believe that they actually started Monster High. That was the original story, was that her and her dad opened Monster High so the other monsters could come and join and not feel laughed at for being different, which is a really cool message, and it's just a really nice little story. Next up, we've got another Spectra Vondergeist. So again, she's got the see-through legs and a really nice soft purple and black hair. Now we're starting to get there. We've not got many left now. We've got Cleo, again, Cleo De Nile, and this is her scientist look. Because a lot of them, because it's Monster High, they're in school, so some of them actually based on their school projects, which again is really cool. This is Rochelle Goyle, and Rochelle Goyle is one of my favourite characters. I actually already have quite a few of her in my collection. She is a daughter of a gargoyle. But what I love about her is her skin. She's very much like stone. And this one they designed very French-like with the fleur de lis, I think it's called. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But the style on the shoes and on her little bag. And what's really cool about Rochelle is she always has these little gargoyle wings, which are like bat wings, I suppose. But sadly, because this one's thrifted, she is missing a wing. But that can be sorted, I'm sure. And she's just a really cute looking doll. Next up, it's Operetta. And Operetta is a daughter of the Phantom of the Opera. And she has this really cool little, I don't know what you would call that, like an eye mask, an eye patch. But it moves, it's actually an earring attached to her, and she's got these sort of markings on her. But yeah, it's really cool. In the series, she's kind of rockabilly. So she's almost like a southern girl. And she's got this really cool little beauty mark there. I love her hair. It's always done really well. But usually, I think it comes in more of a pin curl because she's got a retro look. And this dress is just so cute. I love it. And she's got these little, on her heels. Again, on Monster High, always put a lot of detail into their shoes. They're like little musical notes because she is a singer. And I love her bag as well. It's really cool. So yeah, pop her down. Next up, we have a Ghoulia Yelps. Ghoulia Yelps is the zombie at the main characters, and she always wears these glasses, which are really cool. I love that because I actually wore glasses as a kid, and I still do, but I tend to wear contact lenses now. But I think it's really nice to have a doll that wears glasses. And I love her lipstick colour. That's a really gorgeous bright red. Her hair is so soft, really full of loads of blues. And her little headband even has a little brain on it. So it's like zombies love brains. But that's the funny thing about Ghoulia, because she is actually very smart in the series. So that is her in her science look. Now next up, it is Lorna Mcnasty. Now, as some of you may know, I'm Scottish, so obviously it's very, very cool to me that they have a Scottish doll, especially that it's based on the Loch Ness Monster. I just think that's great. When I was a kid in Scotland, we did go to visit Loch Ness, and I remember at first I was scared of the Loch Ness Monster, but as I got older, I began to think Loch Ness Monster was a really cool, and I think it's a great part of Scottish culture. So it's so cool that they have this doll that is designed on the Loch Ness Monster. And as you can see, again, she's got that sort of skin style. She's got these amazing little webbed hands, these little fins on her arms, these little shoes. And sadly though, again, thrifted doll, she is missing one of her leg fins, but hopefully that's replaceable. She does have very cool Celtic designs on her belt, her bag, and on her body. And she has really nice sort of bright, what would you call it, like orange hair? And the coolest thing, my favourite thing, is her little tail. So she's got this Loch Ness Monster style tail, which is just so, so cool. Next up is another double, but this one is in better condition. It is a Viking Gorgon again. And this one, actually, she does have her little makeup kit. So there we go. That's a really cool little touch. That she comes with this little box, and it's got this little, sorry, there we go, little makeup palette. So yeah. I am definitely going to custom one of them, I think. So I'll pop her down. Now, Tom is probably going to be sighing because obviously these dolls are taking over his flat now. So I'm really lucky that he's letting me keep them there. But yeah, that's a sign of a good boyfriend. And here, this one is Juice. Juice is... yeah, you'll see that in a minute. It's really cool. Juice is Cleo's boyfriend. And he is like... I guess he's like son of Medusa because he's got all these little snakes on his head. And when he stares at someone, it turns into stone. So this is his gimmick. This one is from what's called the Ghouls Alive collection. So he's got a little lever on his back. He presses lever, he lifts up his sunglasses and his eyes flash, which is a really cool, again, gimmick for a doll. And this one, he's got like these little tattoos on him. And he's just got that really cool sort of bad boy punk skater style. So there is Juice. Next is another Rochelle Goyle. This is from the Scariest City of Frights collection, which is a movie they made. Again, she's got that really cool French sort of style, that ornate look. She's actually got the Eiffel Tower on her dress, which is really cute, and a little beret. And this one, she does have both her wings, so that's really good. Next, Draculaura's Sweet 1600. And I don't know if you've seen it, there's a movie called Why Do Girls Fall in Love? And in that one, it's really funny. She has to choose between two boys. But she's getting really excited because it is her 1600th birthday, as you see on her crown, which is obviously a play on Sweet 16. And she has these gorgeous little shoes. They're kind of like cakes. They're so cool. Another double of Claude Venus. Again, I'm probably going to custom it. Here we have another Abbey Bominable. I think I said her name right that time. And it's almost like when you think about it too hard, then you can't say it. But yeah, she has really cool makeup on this one. I love it. Her lips look really big, and she's got this really cool little fangs again. And her hair is really soft. It's a really cool one. I think this is from the Home Ick. She comes with another doll, which I'll show you in a minute. Again, she's got that glitter on her, and these are really cool little purple boots. Again, they have that sort of ice theme that she has. And here is her partner. Her partner is Heath Burns. Now he is the Joker of Monster High. He's always making cringy jokes and basically trying to chat up at all the girls. So he's quite a funny character to have. But his whole thing is that he basically sets on fire. So he's obsessed with fire. So of course he's got all these fire details on his clothes. Next is Jane Boolittle. Now Jane Boolittle's really cool because she's like daughter of Dr. Doolittle, and she speaks to all the animals in Monster High. So all their little pets she speaks to, and she came with her little bag, and she did come with other accessories as well. But yeah, she's one that I would have wanted to get because she's just really cool. She's got that sort of interesting style about her. She's got this really cool little belt that has the famous Monster High skeletts and little feathers on her. And I love her cool sort of skin tone, the whole blue and red and purple look. I think it's really nice. Now we are nearly there, guys. We have less than 10 dolls left. This one we have now is Twila, and she is daughter of the Boogeyman. And she is a character I really like as well. I guess I just really like the ones which have that blue colour to them, or that sort of pastel green. I think they're lovely colours. But she's got this interesting little design on the bottom of her legs. It's kind of like smoke, I guess, because she disappears. And these really cool little shoes. And she did actually come with her pet, which is a little dust bunny. Now next, I really love this doll, and I actually picked her up as one of the first ones I was going to get before I ended up getting them all. But this is another Ghoulia Yelps, and it is a fusion of Ghoulia with Draculaura. So she actually comes with these little fangs that pop in and out. Let's see if I can show you. It's quite tricky to get in and out, so that's her without them. And then you just pop them in a little hole in her mouth, and she's got them again, and they just give her a really sort of goofy, cute look. I love her dress. This is probably definitely one of my favorite Monster High looks if I was gonna dress like Monster High. I love her hair color, and her shoes as well are really cute. But the sad thing about this doll, again, because it's thrifted, there is a little mark on the side of her face. If any of you know how to get that out, please let me know in the comments. Now, last up, there are 4 left. We have another Freaky Fusion. This one's going to need a brush out on her hair. But she is Frankenstein, or Frankie Stein, crossed with Clawdeen, daughter of the werewolf. So again, she's got these really cute little fangs that pop in and out. I'll show you her without and with. So she's got, again, that really cute little goofy look. She comes with a little bag, which is like a paw print, because that's like Claudine, and these really cool boots. Now, we have a couple of dolls with missing or broken limbs, sadly, but that can be fixed. We've got a Frankie Stein. Really like her hair on this one. It's really cute. It's really soft again. She's got cute makeup and a little bag. And again, everything has that sort of crazy voltage design with her. She's electric. We've got a... oh, I found Toralei's leg thing. We've got a Lagoona Blue. Again, missing some leg fins, but that's fine. We can sort that. Cute little shoes. They're kind of like seafood bubbly, which is cute. And missing, sadly, her hand, but perhaps we can sort that as well, or use her again as a custom. So there are 2 left now to show you. This one is another Spectra Vondergeist, and again, she's got really beautiful colours to her. Love her shoes. She's all kind of in chains, this one, like a ghost, and she's got this really cute little hat. And last of all, we have another Venus McFlyTrap. Venus is missing her shoes, but that's okay. I'm sure we can sort something out for her. I don't actually know which one's this from, but this time she's got a little fringe, and again she's got that sort of signature shaved side of the part of her head. So guys, that is all of them, and as you can see, that is quite a crazy amount of dolls, and what you can't see are the dolls that I already have. If you would like to see a collection video of all the dolls I have, let me know in the comments and I will make one. As you can see, the bag is now empty. But guys, as you can imagine, I was so excited to find that haul, and I just thought I'd love to share it with you. The charity shop I got it from was a charity called Cry. I'll insert a screenshot of their website because it's always great to support charity when you can, and perhaps if some of you would like to donate to them as well, that would be fantastic. So guys, give this video a like if you've enjoyed seeing all the dolls. Please subscribe to this channel to see more toy videos, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks, bye!